we see a lot of push for GMOs for other countries. So, for example, my country in Kenya right now, there's a huge push for BT cotton to be grown by farmers. And, if we can tell from history, that doesn't always end well. In Kenya also, it looks like it's going to happen. Being as a person who has, interacted with these farmers and who have been in this industry for a long time, what kind of advice do you think these farmers can get?
Well, yeah, I would be very leery about the biotech industry is trying to push their GMO products in a lot of countries. And, there's a lot of sales involved. And the reality is that these crops are failing. The Roundup Ready soybeans that are being grown, huge amounts of Roundup are being sprayed in the U.S., 300 million pounds per year. Weeds are becoming resistant to Roundup. With the BT cotton, after a while, the insects become resistant to the BT cotton and BT corn. That has happened in the U.S. More insects are developing resistance to it. It works. It may work for a few years, but it's a short-sighted solution. I would encourage farmers to take a close look at this and to see what the problems down the line will be, which includes insect resistance. That has happened with BT cotton in India, and you mentioned the farmers that go into debt buying the expensive GMO seeds and the pesticides, and they have a crop failure and they commit suicide. More than a quarter of a million farmers in India have committed suicide because they're adopting a technology that's too expensive and that it doesn't work for very long. I'd be very skeptical about adopting BT cotton in Kenya. The farmers really to look past the sales pitch from the seed companies and to dig into the research to see that this technology will fail. It will fail. It's a short-sighted solution that makes a lot of money for the seed companies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's a reality. I mean, I like the way you put it, the fact that we have to look in the long term. We don't have to look at it from the short term perspective. From the short term, maybe it will do 1, 2, 3 seasons very well, but what happens after that when it becomes insect resistant, or maybe you start using more pesticides for a new farm? So, I mean, trying to look at it from a long term perspective can really, really help and get a hold of the facade that this sales pitch are going to be made to farmers. I think that's a very, very good point as well.